This is Dr. Messino. Today we're going to be looking at SCP-537, Object Class Safe, Special Containment Procedures. SCP-537 is to be kept in a soundproof room. No additional containment measures are required, although SCP-537 has requested the following. 1 poster of the Muppet movie, which was granted. Weekly dusting and cleaning of its records, which was granted. Daily 1-hour visit from Foundation personnel, which was denied. Weekly 1 hour to converse with Foundation personnel sent to clean its record following cleaning is under consideration. A vinyl record of the soundtrack from the Muppet movie, which was denied. It can play the entire soundtrack without need of an actual record. Description: recovered from a pawn shop to which it has reported been bought by a young man February of 1980. SCP-537 bears the appearance of a completely normal, albeit tattered gramophone, with no visible deviations or abnormalities. The vinyl record, SCP-537-2, beneath its needle, has only one circular groove that does not move inward, so that the needle never reaches the center of the turntable. The needle is abnormally difficult to lift, but can be lifted by hand with some effort. The needle will snap back down the moment it is released. SCP-537 is, without doubt, intelligent. It demonstrates the ability to both see and hear. It is not yet known how it communicates by playing songs. SCP-537 is able to play any song that can be found on an existing vinyl record, and can do so at will. SCP-537 plays songs all the way through, and will never interrupt a song unless its needle is forced up, in which case it will resume the song from the point left off at the next time it is able to play music. Forcing SCP-537 to interrupt a song is discouraged, as doing so seems to cause it to become irritated and respond potently to testing for up to several days. SCP-537 can raise and lower its needle on its own. It can answer yes and no questions quickly by raising and lowering the needle once for yes and twice for no. It moves its needles in a similar fashion to express numbers, usually referred to other SCPs. Attempts to reach SCP-537 Morse code as a way of accelerating communication have failed. Owing to SCP-537's inability to read or spell. It does not matter what record is on SCP-537's turntable, it can play whichever song it pleases, regardless. It does, however, prefer to have SCP-537-2, as it seems unable to reset its needle alone, and will eventually be unable to continue playing. SCP-537-2, when played back on a normal turntable, is blank. SCP-537 appears to enjoy interacting with humans and thoroughly enjoys being interviewed. Its personality is often described as pompous and flamboyant, usually greeting people with "Willkommen" from the music cabaret, yet distinguishedly childish. It is prone to tantrums when offended, which usually consists of playing angry music at maximum volume non-stop until brought back into containment. It seems more trusting of younger employees and treats older employees with cautious disrespect. When asked about its favorite song, SCP-537 invariably responds by playing The Rainbow Connection from the Muppet movie. Document 537-1. Tests from special properties in SCP-537-2 performed by Dr. SCP-537-2 was played in a regular turntable. The record is apparently blank. A vinyl record consisting of one perfectly circular groove along which the needle would travel was made for the purpose of this experiment. When given to SCP-537 to play, though the replica record was identical, SCP-537 apparently realized that it had not been given SCP-537-2 and reacted angrily, raising its needle and refusing to lower it until given its own record back. SCP-537 continues to refuse to communicate with Dr. Document 537-2. SCP-043 and the second functioning turntable were introduced to SCP-537, overseen by Agent. Transcript was as follows. SCP-043 plays the track 29, heavily breathing is heard. He's here now, 537, say hello. SCP-537 plays Welcome from Camberent SCP-043 during song. Hello, what's that sound? SCP-537 makes a scratching sound but continues playing Welcome during the song. This is a record player you told me about? Is there a way to shut it up? 537 can't play another song until it finishes the one it's playing. How annoying. The song then ends. Right then. That was lovely. I'm just supposed to converse with you, so how are you, I suppose? SCP-537 begins to play Sunshine, Lollipops, and Rainbows by Leslie Gore. Oh, wonderful. The song then ends. Right, let's talk about me then. Is there something you want to know about me? SCP-537 raises and lowers its needle, denoting affirmative answer. And what would you like to know? SCP-537 begins playing Here Comes the Sun by the Beatles. SCP-043 says during the song, why are you playing that song? What do you think SCP-537 raises its volume. There's an audible underneath the music. The song ends. And SCP-537 immediately begins playing the same song again. SCP-043 then starts shouting during the song, Stop it! Stop it! SCP-537 raises the volume. Inaudible shouting can be heard during the song. Data expunged. SCP-043 is removed from the room as per its own request. SCP-043, unsurprisingly, will not discuss its reaction to SCP-537, simply referring to it as that cheeky thing, and mentioning that it's the type that needs to learn to be careful if it doesn't want to. Data expunged. Document 537-2, Experiment 537-043-2. SCP-043 was placed, after reluctantly agreeing to do so, under SCP-537's needle, and when asked how it was feeling, SCP-537 played the first 8 tracks of the White Album by the Beatles. It should be noted that it is unusual for SCP-537 to play a song on a record it is turning, let alone several songs in the proper order. After the 8th track, rather than record stopping or Revolution 9 playing, the record began to skip. A loud noise, described as somewhere between a record scratch and a shriek, was heard and did not stop until the needle was forced up. SCP-043 refused to speak of this incident, saying only that if it never wanted to be near SCP-537 again. SCP-537 reacted similarly when asked its opinion of SCP-043. It responded by playing George Caroline's routine 7 words you can never say on television. Addendum A. Since Experiment 537-043-2, SCP-537 has flatly and consistently refused to play any songs by the Beatles, responding each time by raising and lowering its needle twice. When asked multiple times to do so, SCP-537 reacted angrily. Dr. Addendum B. Speculation as to whether or not SCP-537 is capable of playing songs from vinyls released after its construction, the date of which is unknown, has been settled as of the recent interview, which ended by playing Caring is Creepy from O Interviewed World by the Shins, an album released on vinyl in June of 2004. This is interpreted as SCP-537's way of expressing its apathy towards the interview. This is Dr. Messino. I hope you all enjoyed, and thanks for watching. The next SCP video will be SCP-043.